Hey guys, so today we're going to be making these delicious cheesecake cookies. They're actually cheesecake crinkle cookies. They are so good, guys. You have to try this recipe. They're one of the cookies that I make that everybody who tries it loves it, and they request for it over and over and over again. So I finally sat down and recorded how I make these cookies today, but they're so good. Let me show you guys real quick. They're so delicious. I'm just going to take one, open it up, and let you see. They're so nice and soft, and look at that. It's so good, guys. You really have to try this recipe. So here are the ingredients we're going to be using for our cheesecake cookies. The original recipe that I used is from Yellow Bliss Road. I just adjusted a couple of things to make it into the cheesecake cookies that I like. So we're going to be needing about 8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature. And then this is about like half a cup, right? Half a cup of butter, room temperature also. And then 2 large eggs at room temperature. 1 cup of granulated sugar. 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour. And then about 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then about like 1 to 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Put your cream cheese to the mixer. And then let it mix for about like 1 to 2 minutes until it's fluffy. At this point, you can add in your butter and then let that mix in for about another 1 to 2 minutes. Then add in your sugar and mix that. Add in your vanilla extract and then mix again. Put in your 2 eggs and then let that mix. Alright, so you should have like a smooth mixture like this. So, to my flour, I'm going to be adding my baking powder. So, let's do about like 1, 2 teaspoons. Okay, so now what I do, I'm going to just slowly add in my flour. A little bit at a time because I don't want this splashing all over my face. And then just let that slowly mix in. And just keep doing this until you get your whole entire 1.5 cups of flour in. Okay, so then your mixture looks kind of like this. It's nice and soft. Too loose to bake with. So you can refrigerate this and then bake after 30 minutes. But what I like to do is I like to get them into little individual scoops and then put them in the refrigerator so that when it's time to bake, I just have like pieces that I can bake with instead of trying to scoop again. So the reason why I also like to do this is like a 1 tablespoon scoop. I just scoop them all into this pan. I have like this pan lined with like some cooking spray so that it's easier to take it out later. So I take a tablespoon scoop and I line them all up here. And then I put them in the freezer. And then I just take it out later when I'm ready to use it. Or after it's all frozen, you could take them and you can bag them up and you can leave it in the refrigerator for like, I have it up in the freezer for up to about like 2 to 3 weeks. So that I can use it at a later time. So let me scoop all of this and then I'm going to put in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes and then we'll be back to bake. Okay, so I actually put the dough into the freezer for about 30 minutes. I just took it out. So you can just take them and then bake them this way. But what I like to do is I like to make them into crinkle cookies. So the trick to getting a nice snowy look for your crinkle cookies is you want to dip it into regular sugar and then powdered sugar. So that way the powdered sugar stays on the surface of the cookie and you have that really nice pretty snowy look on your crinkle cookies. So let's go ahead and start baking this. So I have a pan that I lined with some cooking spray. And then preheat your oven to 350 degrees, okay? So you're gonna take one of your cookie dough, kind of roll it up, flatten it a little bit, dip it into the sugar, roll it around, and then into the powdered sugar. And then just set it on your cooking tray, okay? And then you do that for all your cookies. So my cookies are ready to bake. So if you feel like dipping into sugar and then baking is way too sweet, because some people does think so, I'm a bit of a sweet tooth, so I love it that way. But you can also just take it and roll it, flatten it, bake it this way, eat it this way, it's still really good. Or you can like drizzle some powdered sugar on top after it's done baking. So I'll mix them without the powdered sugar and the regular sugar just so you can see, so we can all see how it looks like. So let's put it in the oven, 350 degrees for about like 12 to 14 minutes. Okay, so I baked my cookies at 350 degrees for about roughly 13 minutes. So it's ready now. So you could take it out of the pan and put it on the cooling rack. So you see how like these are the cookies, it baked without any sugar on top. So it doesn't look as pretty, but you can sprinkle some powdered sugar on top and it'll still be just as good. So for these, you can sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar on top and just enjoy this way too.
What? What?
So let me show you how these look like. Doesn't that just look delicious? So nice and soft. These cheesecake cookies are so delicious. So here are cheesecake crinkle cookies out of the oven. They taste so good. They're like the best when it's fresh out of the oven. So let's take one. Let's open it up and so I can show you guys how nice and soft it is on the inside. It's like, like, look at that. It's so soft, guys. I wish that you guys could try with me too, but try the recipe. Tell me what you think. It's so good. Delicious. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. Try it and let me know what you think.